Well, this is the third Ferrari North America rally I've been on. I went the first one in Ferrari North America in Colorado.
I've been on 3 of them, and I look forward to it all year long. It's most fun I have all year long.
This will be our 4th rally. We love to rally. We love the competition. I get to drive my car fast and be with my husband and friends that we've met over the years. A lot of the friends come back year after year.
Experience the race, be around people who like Ferraris.
You know, I come a long way up from Costa Rica, Central America, to drive in this thing. And a friend of mine, he said, hey, you should do this rally. And I said, well, give me the information, I'll look into it. And the next thing we knew, we were signed up.
I was supposed to come on the Challenge Rally last year, but I was called away on business. And this year I decided, come hell or high water, I'm going to be on the rally because I like to rally.
It's well organized. It's a lot of fun. It's got great food. And it's kind of a break.
Good people, terrific cars. Ferrari North America has really outdone themselves almost every year I've been in it with terrific events. So I enjoy it.
And it's time just to enjoy ourselves and enjoy our car and enjoy the beautiful scenery wherever we go. So it's a blast.
It's a thrill. It's an absolute thrill.
And it's such a huge year with Ferrari this year with the 50-year anniversary of being in North America. There'll be lots of Ferraris there. And I love driving great roads. And the organizers with this are fabulous.
Red. I'm off the hook. Yeah, see, because you know we're not going to have a helicopter chasing a yellow car.
I got stopped. I had a yellow 360.
Yeah, I know you did.
I got stopped, and they said, well, we're not looking for you. We're looking for the other one.
we all know the yellow 360 from last year.
So you painted that car, right,
According
John?
to my attorney, we did nothing wrong.
Actually, no comment.
This is our second rally, and we're loving it, except it's very hot in La Quinta. We have air conditioning. Unfortunately, some others don't have air conditioning.
We had what was it, about a 6-hour drive today? Yeah, that was 6-7 hours of driving in 100-degree average temperatures, I think. And no air conditioning in our car.
It was hot. And how hot was it? Probably 125 inside the car?
In the car, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was great.
That was probably about right.
We made it home in one piece.
Well, one day, 2 to go, 3 to go. Yeah.
I signed up to do this all on my own. I will be checking into the psychiatric ward tomorrow, or maybe the day after, but...
We're from Dallas. We are very accustomed to heat. It was about 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Not really, but it sure felt like it. On my car, I've got an outdoor temperature sensor. And we left Palm Springs, you know, it was 115 in the day. And in the mountains, I noticed it was only about 105. So technically, that was cooler, but it was still pretty hot.
It was brutal.
Then at the end of the day, of course, we were back in Palm Springs and, you know, 115 again. It was pretty hot.
Air conditioning was excellent, unlike Ferraris from 30 years ago.
It has air conditioning, but the air conditioning works when the ambient temperature outside is 72 or less.
The heat was tough, and we decided that we'd put the top down. In spite of the fact that it was probably a little hotter, we had a cooler with us, but it was, you know, I guess 116 or 17 degrees, and sun beating down on us. And in the old car, it was very difficult to keep up the average speed. I couldn't pass people because I didn't have the power when I needed it. And, but we actually did pretty well until the generator went out the first time. So the head mechanic here, Eric, advised me I'd be much better off, because we live fairly close, to take it home. He loaned me a 575 from Ferrari North America. We flatbedded the car home. I picked up my Maranello at home. My son and I then drove the 575 and the Maranello back to Palm Springs, the back way. We had a great time, father and son, going back and forth.
We actually started doing this so that we have some time together, and we both love to drive, we both love cars, and this was a tremendous opportunity for he and I to drive.
We're one of the few teams that shares the responsibility.
But we have a great time together, and we hope to do many more of these. It's a spectacular, spectacular thing to be able to do it with your son.
I've got my 22-year-old son with me this year, and he's having a great time, having one of the best times of his life, and it's just really fun for us to be able to make a memory together. And what better way can you do that than in a Ferrari on a challenge rally?
We co-drive for each other. He does the morning, I do the afternoon, vice versa the next day, and we've been doing this for several years.
Being a navigator, it's not as easy as you think, because you're responsible for pointing her in the right direction, telling her how far, continually talking to her, keeping her on track. It's not an easy job, but it is fun.
It's treacherous. There's times where, where he says, look at me, don't look down, look at me, don't look down, because I look down and I start going, woo! Because there's no shoulder. And we're just flying, 80 miles through these turns that are supposed to be like 30-mile-an-hour turns.
And one good thing about navigation is if you're not working out at home, you get a great workout, because you're in the seat, you're holding onto your books, you're holding onto your stopwatch, and you're going around all the turns. And so you got to keep your core in place, and you're doing isometrics at the same time. And by the end of the day, you're totally fit. You're totally fit.
It gets really scary, but it's fun. He's a good driver, and even when we do kind of get a little on the edge, he recuperates pretty well. Julie, we've gone off, obviously.
We're still here.
We're still here.
Got charged with a misdemeanor by the California Department of Parks and Rec for taking films of vehicles, and he's required to appear on September 27th.
This challenge is incredible. The scenery today was gorgeous. The winding roads were incredible. And everything was nice.
I, as the mayor of Banning, proclaim this Ferrari Rally Day for the city of Banning. And this is in honor of the 50th year of the Ferrari Corporation doing business in the United States.
We love the little town. We love the little townspeople. The townspeople were so happy
That we stopped by.
to have Ferrari there. I mean, they were asking for autographs and taking pictures, and I think that's...
And the mayor thanked us for being there.
The mayor and the policeman
about
thanked
that.
us for speeding by him.
Sure are beautiful cars, though, aren't they?
Oh, they are.
That was really fun. It was kind of like being a movie star. Because you pull up and other kids are like, wow, can we like get your autograph? You know, they think you're someone big. It was really nice. Everyone was cheering, and it was kind of like being in the middle of everything. So it was really fun. Taking off from there.
Hey, excellent. Excellent.
Today started out fast and just got faster. I think our first stage was mostly on the highway. Our average speed was somewhere around 65 miles an hour, and I'm pretty sure everyone went a lot faster than that.
Today was a contest who could misdirect each other more times and for more miles. And at the final analysis, I think I won by a mile or two. We drove about another, I guess, 20 miles today, completely wrong and just mistakes, because both of us are so pig-headed, but him a little more than me.
And then throughout the day, the roads got more and more twisty, and people just continued going faster and faster. We just had a blast, especially driving on the roads that you had to do a lot of shifting. You know, you'd come into a turn, brake, downshift, make it through the turn, accelerate out, and accelerate hard into the next turn. And you would do that, you know, over and over and over and over. And that was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun if you could catch up with some friends, and then you could follow them.
The engine kept cool and ran excellent, and basically we got in time. We hit our checkpoints right on the number, so we were moving up first place, actually out of 3, so in the vintage class.
The scenery today was incredible. The stretch through, the devastation of the forest, the forest fires have devastated. Coming through there was really eye-opening. The mountain trails were incredible.
Oh, it's just great. Just absolutely fantastic. The roads were twisty. We got to drive pretty quick. There really wasn't anything slowing us down other than ourselves or our preservation of life.
Yeah.
And
we had a few clips.
Just had a great time.
Incredible.
It was absolutely terrific. The roads were wonderful. A little hot getting out of Palm Springs, but once you got up in the mountains, it was nice and cool.
Oh, they were great roads, just beautiful roads, all through the upper, from Santa Barbara into Monterey. Just the roads were fabulous.
The roads were great.
Yes.
The roads were just absolutely awesome.
Just having a blast over the most beautiful roads. I mean, that Peachy Canyon road we went on today, it was just, it was these fabulous turns. And, the car was just purring.
I wanted to thank everybody for a great rally, for incredible enthusiasm on behalf of all the drivers, no matter where they came from, on all parts of the United States. Thank you very much.
Why a Ferrari? Well, in 1984, I always wanted a Ferrari, and I bought my first Ferrari, the Dino. And of the Ferraris I own, I still like that car the most.
It's the mystique. It's always been. I don't know, I've been at it for probably excess of 30 years and I can't get it out of my blood.
Because I've been really fortunate, I've been driving them since I was 16 years old. My dad always had Ferraris, and he was a great enthusiast, or is a great enthusiast, and it's carried on.
My father had a Ferrari. I helped him restore it back when I was in college, and I bought my first one when I put a couple of bucks together. Anyway, so I've had Ferraris for 30-some years.
I used to be a Porsche guy, and I don't know, something about Ferrari. I own 3 Ferraris myself, and one modern, and well, actually this makes the 4th one, and three classic cars.
Because there's nothing else like a Ferrari, that's it. There's a Ferrari, and then you go down a lot, and then there's something else, but there's nothing like a Ferrari.
Oh, Ferrari is my dream car. Ever since I was like a teenager, I started cutting out pictures of Ferraris out of magazines and putting them around my room, and it's just a beautiful automobile, and it performs like a champ.
Ferrari is not just a car. Ferrari is a feeling, it's an emotion.
I just think that it is the most awesome automobile out there on the market. I mean, I can't say enough wonderful things about it.
It's a lot harder to express than just, oh, it's an 8-cylinder car with 400 horsepower, or it's a 12-cylinder car with 500 horsepower. It's a feeling that you just don't get in any other car.
I'm driving a Grigio alloy 360 Spider. It's a great car.
That's a 2003 Ferrari 360 Spider.
I have a 355 GTS. It's red, and it's fast, and it's beautiful.
Or the Stradale, the red Stradale.
This is a 1962 250 GTE Ferrari. It was one of the first luxury models that Ferrari produced in mass production. Mass meaning basically over 200 or 300 cars.
We're driving a 2003 Enzo.
The Ferraris drive so well that it's such a pleasure to feel the car on the curves.
Well, there's nothing quite like a Ferrari. I would say the performance, the sound, the handling, the mystique.
You're just in love with your car because the car does everything you want it to do all the time. It performs like a charm.
You can drive the Ferrari around town, and 9 out of 10 people will give you a thumbs up or clap or ask you to rev it up, or they want to see the car more closely, and that's a big part of owning the car, I think. It's just a lot of fun.
Awesome. Ferrari's the only way to go.